Here you go. Nothing like a mosaic depicting my archenemy in the Bull of Minos to spur me on.
Do give the champion of Elysium my best regards when next you're slain by him.
Here's the commission. Can't have too many undead flower petals around here. I think we'll go with this. Let's set some decadent old tombs right smack in the middle of the hall back there.
The dead need not be coddled with such things.
Let's go with this. Anything to liven things up even the slightest bit around here. Well, I don't see why not. I think those columns still could use some sprucing up.
The columns were just fine the way they were.
Here's the fee. Was thinking it'd be good to change those columns up a bit.
Those columns are for function, not for show.
How about this, contractor? I would like only the brightest burning, most ornate fireplace available, thanks.
There is sufficient warmth already in that hall.
Work approved. I think we can spruce up the centerpiece of the Great Hall just a bit.
This is my blasted hall rather than yours.
Contractor, work approved. This elegant countenance should look perfect above a roaring inferno in the hall back there.
The climate in this house is perfectly attuned as it is.
Let's do it. These ought to add a little sparkle each time I revive from the pool of Styx.
Such an ignoble way to step into this house needs no adornment.
Well, I don't see why not. You look a bit uncomfortable, Father. Here, why don't you have a seat?
What? What happened to my... another of your foolish pranks.
Here you go. Approved. A hideous rendition of a grizzled skeleton seems suitable to core.
May it strike fear into these worthless shades.
Work approved. I think those pedestals over there are just a bit too modest for my tastes.
I do suppose that gold suits those sufficiently.
Contractor, I have another job. This thought-provoking piece seems like a decent conversation starter for the hall.
What is that utterly preposterous design?
Here's the fee. I'd like to see the depths of Tartarus adorn those walls back there.
Why don't you go see Tartarus firsthand?
Let's do it. This artful piece of terrifying asphodel should add some atmosphere.
What are you doing to my hall up there?
How about this, contractor? A painting of the finest spot in all the underworld seems suitable to have in here.
Why settle for a painting when you could just go get yourself killed there now?
Let's go with this one then. Perhaps the mystery of whether it's day or night around here will finally be solved.
A sundial at last. Indeed.
Let's go with this. This piece has the power to embarrass several members of this house all in one swoop.
I much prefer the walls to remain bare.
Contractor, work approved. Oh gods, am I becoming hopelessly obsessed with Theseus?
You'll never be a match for such a champion.
Here's the commission. Every self-respecting house needs a portrait of a girl from Crete.
Another tastelessly constructed piece.
How about this, contractor? A marble bust of some old man seems just the thing to liven this place up.
Exactly whose unwanted countenance is that?
Work approved. Nyx deserves a place of honor around here. How about right over there on that wall?
Nick surely is unwanting of attention such as that.
I've not seen the famous Heracles about, and so let's have a marble effigy of him instead.
Daedalus ought stick to chamber work.
Let's do it. What is it about fountains that makes everything feel a little fancier?
What good shall that do all the way down there?
Approved. It seems my princely duty to commission this fine portrait of myself.
I ought to have named you Narcissus instead.
Let's go with this one then. Wonder how they got Meg to pose with the other two. They look downright civil.
You wish to see the Fury Sisters go to Tartarus?
Here's the fee. Since this is Father's house, it's only fair the walls be slathered with his sour look.
You dare to thusly mock me, boy.
I think we'll go with this. Always hoped we'd have a fountain here precisely in that location.
Anything else?
Here's the commission. Whew, it's a big job having to sweep up after Cerberus sheds everywhere.
It wasn't your fault, Cerberus.
Well, I don't see why not. This ought to make the lounge a little more presentable, until Cerberus wrecks it again.
Finally, you cleared the mess you caused.
Contractor, work approved. Should make the entryway into the lounge a bit more welcoming.
I welcome you to go about your business, boy.
Contractor, I have another job. One more embellishment for the old house. Here you go. A serviceable rug for a serviceable lounge.
Are you quite finished alternating rugs?
Let's go with this. This stately rug should match the lounge decor.
What have you done to my floor surfaces?
Here's the commission. The lounge's regulars might like this rug, I guess. Here's the fee. The lounge could use a decent rug, I think.
The poets doubtless shall be singing of your rug.
Work approved. Cerberus won't touch these things, although some shades seem to enjoy them fine. Contractor, I have another job. Oh yes, more comfortable seating I shall never use.
I'd better not catch anybody sitting down on that.
Here you go. A fine display of dead meat seems very much in theme, I have to say.
You ought to be displayed with all the rest.
Let's go with this. Think this is going to be a better look for the lounge seating.
Green is perhaps last among the list of colors I would have selected.
Let's go with this one then. It can't be eaten as I understand, but it can be displayed for all to see.
I see you're cultivating quite the mess.
Well, I don't see why not. I think the lounge will be better off with these tables here.
There were no complaints on record of the prior tables.
Approved. Who am I to stop the shades there in the lounge from cooking up whatever it is they're making?
What is that even supposed to be?
How about this, contractor? All right, house contractor, go do your thing.
That would not have been next on my list.
Let's do it. House contractor, I have a new job for you.
Who requested that?
Contractor, work approved. All set. Let's go with this one then. Should make the climate in the lounge a bit more comfortable for some of us.
You wish for warmth? Go visit Asphodel.
Let's go with this. There's not much on the menu in the lounge, but maybe this will help.
I did not authorize such an expenditure.
How about this, contractor? The comfort and the safety hazard of a roaring fire seems the perfect touch for our fine lounge, I say.
What are we supposed to do with that?
Here's the commission. At least somebody will enjoy it around here, even if it's just a painted skeleton.
Would that you were a painted skeleton yourself.
Contractor, I have another job. This one's for all the solitary shades hanging around forever in the lounge.
How I suppose no work shall ever be complete.
Contractor, work approved. These adorable little creatures forced to live in a cage ought to lighten the mood.
Oh, hey.
Those bats are for reconnaissance and not for your mood.
Here's the fee. Oh, maybe I can use this to avoid Father's withering gaze and unwanted feedback.
You think you can avoid me through there, boy?
Well, I don't see why not. If some big light-refracting orb won't fill the lounge with revelry, I don't know what will.
Blood and darkness, what have you done now?
Here you go. Now this is just the sort of outlandish purchase that makes me briefly feel slightly better about myself.
I pity those who have depended on our lounge for its formal, understated atmosphere.
Work approved. Should make a nice enough addition to my chambers.
I don't recall approving that expense.
Approved. I don't know. Let's try a different rug.
Meddling with rugs again, are we?
Let's do it. If I'm to keep seeing my chamber walls, they might as well not be completely barren.
Why don't you clean your chambers rather than adorn them?
Think I've outgrown my other bed. Not that there's been a lot of time for sleep of late.
You do not need another blasted bed.
I think we'll go with this. Should help make my messy chambers even messier.
Indeed.
Work approved. They say that only Heracles himself can lift these things. I'll take them then.
You think you have the necessary strength?
Approved. Always wanted my own entertainment table, and I can finally afford one, I suppose.
Keep entertaining yourself, boy.
Here you go. A fine hallway requires a fine rug, I always say. I say it sometimes.
You could make better use of your limitless time.
If there's a finer rug to set back there, I'll likely end up getting it as well. Here's the commission. Oh, we absolutely need to get this rug. Right over there.
Oh, leave the blasted rugs alone for once.
How about this, contractor? By my decree, this house is not a house without this rug.
Are you quite finished alternating rugs?
This ought to help Orpheus keep his boundless libraries of music in order. Just have to fill it in.
Oh, my.
Our court musician need not be so indulged.
Contractor, I have another job.
Has inspiration struck?
Let's do it. Time to load up the old music stand.
State your case.
Some new music.
I'm happy to oblige you.
I'm attempting to work here.
Well, I don't see why not.
How splendid.
Contractor, work approved. Not going to say no to more music. Let's go with this one then.
I remember.
Let's go with this.
My music stand.
Here's the fee.
My memory of music stirs.
Contractor, work approved. More music for the music stand is always good. Approved. Diamonds for a piece of music seems like a fair exchange. Let's do it. Another piece for the music stand. Here's the commission. Think I'm going to enjoy listening to this piece, potentially over and over. Here's the fee. Always room for some new music in my life. Work approved. Excited to give this one a listen. Here you go. New music for the music stand? Okay. Let's go with this.
A fine selection.
Let's go with this one then. Can hardly wait to listen to this one. Contractor, I have another job.
Another memory.
How about this, contractor?
A song.
Well, I don't see why not.
The famous artistry of Daedalus.
Contractor, I have another job. More music to soothe the senses. Approved.
The gift of song.
Well, I don't see why not. Should check the music stand to hear this one.
Categorically denied.
Another prophecy fulfilled. Should liven things a bit.
A massive set of weights, positioned carefully in line of sight of any visitors, shall doubtless...
I get lots of exercise, okay?
Much of the softness of the richly woven rug the prince procured.
I guess it's soft.
The valor of the great-hearted Achilles is immortalized upon the...
Achilles must have been incredible back when he was alive. How many times has it been?
A beautifully decorated, subtly enchanted ball containing traces of the hapless prince's...
Always wanted my own scrying pool. Wait, this requires a second player, doesn't it?
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state,
Oh, come on, it's not that bad, is it?
with its just right softness and death-themed embroidery.
Already bought it, no need to sell.
The shattered weapons of the siege of Ilion are now...
Bronze weapons. Made crudely, but they had the right idea.
In an object intricately carven solely for the purposes of recreation.
Face me yourself, old man. Come on, mate, won't you say who hired you? Was it Achilles? Couldn't have been Nyx.
I am an individual of some integrity, boyo, and protect my sources. Mahal, are you being serious here, pal?
You're not so bad yourself, mate. Stygius, you're revealing your past. Aid me and live again. Hidden power.
Hey, what's going on back there?
Nothing happened. My aspect of Varatha grows in power. Grant me the aspect of my father.
Whoa, what was that?
My aspect of Aegis became stronger. Grant me the aspect of Zeus. I think I need my bow. That's everything. My aspect of Exegriff feels even stronger. Remember your past. It's no use.
Femur.
I'm out. Got to reload.
Never